I need to make entirely new thumbnails. Okay, well, I guess we'll start with this one. I did save it. Yes, I did earlier. I can actually change this to white now. Hold on, I can actually change the color of this text on the thumbnail from purple to white, so I can actually see. White or purple is just the easiest color to see before. Okay, so I'm going to be saving until the end of the Sunday. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm saving until the end of the Sunday banner. Because I'm caving. I'm going to get something. Is this a text from Final? Yep. On the rise. Yes, yes, I know. Armin Maker has stuff. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm finally caving because people are always talking about Sunday, and I'm like, okay, but like, is is he a necessity for an account? He's not a necessity, but what he is incredibly useful. Because weirdly enough, I don't have that many Harmony characters. Like this game has a lot of two specific branches of characters: Harmony and Destruction. Like there are a lot of them. Like there are a lot of Destruction characters, and then there are a lot of Harmony. Yeah, the two that we have the most of are the three. Yeah, the two we have most of are actually Destruction and Nihility, with Harmony close behind, and that makes sense. Harmony, uh, these are the three like probably most unique between the three, and also have the most variety. But I actually am missing four of the premium Harmony units. In fact, I only own one premium Harmony unit, and that is Sparkle. And then I have Bronya, who's a standard Harmony unit. Yep, that is just how behind I am on Harmony gains. So honestly, when I thought about it, he's also just incredibly useful, just in general, because he has something for my uh, Finon that I kind of need, which is a really good buffer who also gives energy recharge. Because Bronya is great, but not only do I use Bronya on other teams as well, but she doesn't have the energy recharge, which is the only difference I actually care about between Bronya and Sunday, because they are almost the exact same otherwise. You may be like talking about how different they are or something. You might want to try to tell me, but I'm like, when you actually look at it, the difference is negligible. So, where's this item? Dragon Stitchia. But realistically, they are almost the exact same. They just have slight differences in how they work. It's just that Bronya is more aimed towards buffing the entire team, and then Sunday buffs a single character, which is something some people forget about. If you're running multiple DPSs, you kind of want to have Bronya over Sunday, at least in my opinion. Where am I going? Ah, here we go. Dragonbone City Stygia. Or Stygia. I can't remember how it's supposed to be pronounced, like actually it's pronounced, but you know what I mean.
Let's wait and
Cool it.
And Le Boost. Which also, I changed his stuff harness today, so he has 75% crit rate. He's a little more normal now. I gave him a crit rate thing here, which is actually pretty good, much better than this thing. Fight me! Hello.
Light up the dawn.
I hate that he starts with Scourge, but he doesn't start with,
Time to change it.
he gets extra Scourge, but he doesn't start with extra Core Flames, which is what you'd expect.
Let
Also, you see I have E4 Rania now.
me your strength. We've entered the storm. To
Once he
guard and
gets strong
defend,
enough,
crush them.
I'll definitely use him with,
Wonders to raise your spirits.
once he gets stronger and more, and I get a team that's more consistent, I will definitely use him
Fight
with,
as one.
Existence is of no consequence. For tomorrow.
Brain's not working.
Let's be friends.
I'll try to use him with,
receive divinity.
Thank you.
my brain is just not working. I'll try to use him to sustain this at some point. But right now I've got Lorcha.
Bloom.
Yeah, I think the follow-up attack is cool.
The future will come. Fury of innumerable core flames consume me. The sun tear the sky.
Yeah, it's 5 times.
Time to change tactics. Lend me your strength.
No other choice but for tomorrow.
Welcome, cuz.
Let me just do this for the extra point.
Return.
Lorcha's just the only person I can think of to use with him. It's not the greatest, though. Primarily due to the fact that she's faster.
Existence is of no consequence. The future will come.
Let's be friends. A thousand wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Like I was just mentioning, but I forgot really.
For that.
Oh, the target. Thank you.
Innumerable core flames consume me.
I always forget that if he gets targeted by enemies, the effect still activates.
Hail the new dawn. The flames are not strong, so without substance.
Also, I hadn't realized just how little points the amount of points of Scourge he gets from his Soul Scorch,
Time to change.
the Calamity ability, is dependent entirely on the Soul Scorch Edict. It's based on the amount he gets. Gains Scourge by an amount equal to the number of enemies in one stack of Soul Scorch. He gains Scourge based on the number of enemies. If you do it against just a single enemy, it's actually worse than just using the normal attack, if I hadn't realized it first.
Lend me your strength.
Though honestly, doing the normal attack just for the animation alone would be worth it, to be honest.
Bloom.
And himself, yep.
Eternal stead. Dead return.
Can we talk? This battle
I
is
feel her.
unavoidable.
They love targeting her. Wow, in every game. That's wild. Yeah, just
Future will come.
Welcome, customers.
okay. She only got hit once.
Can we talk?
that's
You'll
twice.
pay for this. Lend me your strength.
No other for tomorrow. Fury of innumerable
He's so cool. I love this dude.
The sun tear the sky.
Two more. And I'll just let Auto
Lend me
it.
your strength.
We'll see how good it does.
To
It's
guard
using
and
pretty
defend.
stupid, so we'll see.
Crush them.
Future will come.
Receive divinity.
Fight
use it on
as
him.
one.
Okay, thank God. The option system does not know who to target for that
Dead
properly.
return.
So I'm going for Sunday. And I'm probably going to make a video on my existing saving method that I use now. Which is that
Flames consume me.
unless there's a character I really want, I'll just do it all. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to save until the end of a banner. Yeah, you see where that right?
Lend
Till
me
the
your strength.
end of a banner.
Future
When that banner ends, two things can happen. Or, yeah, whenever a banner ends, two things will happen. Either I will just pull all my character, if that's a character I really want.
To guard and
Otherwise,
defend. Crush them.
I will cut the amount of stuff I have in half.
tomorrow.
And then, another thing will have to happen.
Flames consume me.
Which is, if there is a character I kind of want in that grouping, I will use that extra stuff I have to pull for that character. If
Amphorius
not,
will welcome.
then I just won't use any of them. I'll just keep saving. That's how it's gonna work. Oh, yeah. Just make much more. I have thousands. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Right now, it's gonna be the first one I said, which is I'm gonna wait until the end of the Sunday banner. Well, I probably shouldn't say the end of banner, the end of a patch. No, the end of a phase. At the end of every phase, I will look at the banners. If there is a character I kind of want in that grouping, that would be really nice to have. I will take half of what I have and throw it into that character, or all of it. In this case, it's going to be all of it for Sunday, because it also just gives me a bunch of this. And the reason I feel like this is going to be worth it, and why I'm not saving for Saber anymore, is that the Saber banner could last a year. It could last longer. It could last a bit less. All we know is that it's going to last a very long time. So,
Golden blood will not
you know.
flow in vain.
we're a good bit into that. I can start getting traces again.
Every step upon the ashes once kindled sparks.
Skill is best, right? Yeah. And then ultimate. Talent, actually. Oh, yeah, because it's the crit damage increase. And then the stat boost when he's in the other form. Right. Okay. I'm now going to use... I could have gone for the last bit of crit damage. That would have been actually really nice. Actually, I could have gone for both of these. Oh wait, it's just material synthesis. That's fine. Now stats should be actually ridiculous. Yeah, 101 base, or not base speed, technically. His base speed's 94. But he's got 80 over 184. Which I'd say is a really good crit. Really considering, again, he gives himself
this was my
shit ton of crit
childhood
damage.
dream, huh?
Finals targeted by an ability from any other target gains 1-4 flame. The abilities cast by one of the final teammates can also increase Finals crit damage by 28% for 3 turns. And the next level would be 30%. Which, you know, is a free 30% crit damage, which brings him up to 220 or 210%, which is really good. Like, I'm doing this saving method because I feel like it's the best way to do it. What is happening? What was that? I think there's some weird geometry stuff here. It might be the Evernight versus what are they called? Evernight and what? Evernight and Dawn. I get that it's just called Dawn. I'm gonna go farm. We need to farm memories. That's in Sanctum of Prophecy, right? Yeah.
Lend me your strength.
The future will come!
Troublesome.
Yeah, the enemy's being low level.
Returns! For tomorrow!
Fight as one!
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me! Hail the new dawn!
Hold on, I want to see something. Yeah, 80 over 223. Plus he's got 5,800 attack. I do like how his name does actually change to Castellana while in here. Do these guys have any effects? Oh, Ruinous Iron Tomb. Those in the Departed State cannot be designated as ability targets and will not appear in the action order. That's cool. If I had 2 destruction characters on this team, by the way, this would be really good, but I don't. I do not.
Quench the flames of blood! Remember agony!
Ah, that's still so cool. Remember agony!
Soul without substance! The sun tear the sky!
Before we use.
Quench the flames of blood! Is that all? Branded with strife!
Branded with strife. I love that.
Empty shells! The flames are not scale the new dawn!
So far, I'm 166.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
The future will come!
Bloom.
This series will essentially be just like called saving until the end of the blank banner.
For tomorrow!
Or I could just call it general saving progress.
Receive divinity. Repay.
The future will come!
Oh, hit him. Hit him. Thank you.
Fury of innumerable core flames consume me! The sun tear the sky! Quench the flames of blood! Is that all?
I imagine that the auto battle attempts to prioritize generation of stacks, generation of scourge. So if the normal attack has more scourge generation, I'll use it instead.
Is that all? Is that all? Branded with strife!
So it's basically just looping the, so against these normal like battles, it's just looping the same 2 abilities over and over again. Which makes sense. He's doing a lot of damage now, too. Like, even outside of battle, he has, what, over 3,000 attack. Plus, I haven't even thought about, like, the effect Fall of an Animal is actually having. I don't think I own any better ones. This is just break effect. HP loss. I don't really have that much in the way of destruction light codes. Really enough, despite destruction probably being my favorite path in the game, I don't actually have that much for it. I have the Herda one, and then I have Firefly signature, and that's it. Firefly signature basically never comes off of her, with the exception of when I use UA8 when I'm not using Firefly for something. Okay. Stretch. That's all for now. What am I at?